Okay guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be trying out some 3D sculpting gels that I found on Shein. They all came individually packaged in their own cellophane bags, and they also came sealed, but I left one in the package just so I could show you guys how it looks, and everything else I already removed off camera. The seals came off pretty easily. I think only 3 of them really gave me problems. But other than that, they come off, pretty easily all in one piece. And I tried to get every single color they had because these glow in the dark. And I was so excited to see that. I love the glow in the dark. I don't know what it is. I love the glow in the dark. But I tried to get every single color, but they actually messed up my order. Because they sent me 2 of the same color and then 1 color is just completely missing, but whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I got. So I have this clear one right here. I'm gonna try to go in order, but like I said, some of the numbers were missing. But number 2 is this beautiful lime green, which was my favorite out of all the colors. And then I have a darker green, and there's a little hole in there because I had poked my tweezers through because I just wanted to see how deep the 3D sculpting gel actually was, just to see how much I was getting. And it's stingy, but at the same time it's a decent amount. It just depends on what you're doing. And then next I got this light orange. It's really nice. And then I have this yellow, well, it's like an orange yellow. And then next was this purple. This was really pretty. And then I got this blue. And then I got this pink right here. Very pretty, like a hot pink, And this is more like it's like a red orange. And then this was the same color. They sent it to me twice, but this pink literally looks exactly like the other pink. Like, don't they look like the same color? I mean, maybe one is slightly darker. I don't know. It looked like the same pink to me, but whatever. So yeah, that's everything that I got as far as the color. And then, like I said, they sent me 2 of the same color. So I'm just going to set that to the side. And now we can get into the nail art. So this next set that I'm going to create is inspired by Sculpted by Sariyha. I'll have the screenshot of the video up, and I'll also have all the links to her channel and her video that inspired me to do this in the description box as well. But basically, she did some Among Us nails a while back, and I was so in love with the set. I was like, oh my god, I have got to try to recreate that. So if you guys are familiar with Among Us, the game where somebody is the imposter and you gotta figure out who it is, so I'm gonna attempt to recreate what she did. I am gonna change it up, I'm gonna make my characters a lot smaller, just because my nails are much shorter than what she did in that video. I just do a standard long length. I don't think I've ever tried extra long nails. Have I? No, I haven't. This is the longest my nails have ever been. Like what I have in the video right now, that's the longest I've ever went with my nails. So I had to make the characters smaller. And then I also wanted them to glow in the dark. And on the actual set, I'm going to do my thumbs differently. I'm going to make my thumbs look like the Nintendo Switch controllers. But I'm not gonna do that in this video. This took so long, you guys. This took so long to do. In this video, I'm literally just showing you guys how I made the Among Us characters. I'm not gonna actually do my nails until the next video, and I have no idea when I'm gonna post that, because like I said, this took a really long time and I still have to edit it and do the voiceover and all of that. So yeah, this is my very first attempt at the Among Us character, and I did it in green because green is my favorite color. And It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. I was definitely struggling, but I feel like after this first one, you know, they got better. And I mean, that's how things are. You know, the first time you do something, it's kind of messed up, but the more you do it, it gets better and better and better. But yeah, so I did the little body and the little pack that they have on, and now I'm doing their little like the screen, like the goggles or the screen or whatever that they have on their face. And I did it in the clear because they didn't have a gray color. All they had was this clear. So I actually ended up painting the screen gray at the end of the video. I was gonna leave it white because, like, you know, I was like, okay, maybe it'll look cool because it's gonna glow in the dark, but it threw me off. Like, it just wasn't giving Among Us. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna paint it. But you can see that it definitely glows in the dark, and I don't know if you can see the difference in color, but the screen glows blue, and then of course his body is, you know, glowing green. But this is me just, you know, putting it on my nail just to see the size, and I'm happy with it. So that is my very first little Among Us character. He was so ugly, but you know, it's okay. He was mine. He was mine. That's all that mattered. So I did a couple more off camera, and then when I got comfortable, I was like, all right, let me do one more on camera. So I'm doing this orange one, and I'm comparing it to the purple one just to make sure I had the right size. I feel like the difficulty on this on a scale of 1 to 10 is maybe like a 6. I feel like if you've ever played with Play-Doh, you could definitely do this. I think just doing the smaller bits like the screen and sometimes the little backpack, you know, I feel like I took longer on those just because I had to make them so tiny. But other than that, I don't think it was that hard. So now I'm making the little bone. So like if you've ever played the game, you know whenever the imposter gets you, I don't think I can say the D word. Whenever I watch other videos, all the other YouTubers are like, I can't say the D word. So let me not, I guess I can't say that. But if you played the game, you know when the imposter, you know, gets you, you're kind of just laying there, you know, with, you know, the little bone sticking out because you're like cut in half, you know. So I'm getting ready to make that version of the character basically. So I started with the bone, and I did it exactly the same way that Sariyha did it in her video. So she said to make the bone first, cure it completely, and then make the other half of the body. So what would be from the waist down, basically, you know, the legs. So I created that, which was, you know, it was pretty simple, very straightforward. And then once I was happy with how that looked, I went ahead and I got the bone and I pushed it in the middle of the body so that, you know, it's sticking out, and I just tucked it in, and then I added on the little backpack and I cured that, and that was it basically. Well, actually I didn't cure it right away. I went ahead and made a couple more first, and then I cured it under my big lamp, just because this was a lot faster than making the full body character. So I was like, you know what, let me just make a bunch of them and cure them so that I could, you know, get it done faster. But yeah, this was definitely easier than making the full character. And but some of them turned out a little bit bigger than I wanted them to, because I got kind of lazy. Like, I got kind of lazy as far as like comparing it. I was trying to eyeball it, and I didn't realize that I was making it bigger and bigger and bigger. But it all worked out because, you know, I made so many of them that I was able to just, you know, pick out the smaller ones. And then obviously I didn't use the bigger ones, so I just, you know, kind of put those to the side. But yeah, this is how it's looking so far. And once I, you know, made all of my little characters, I went ahead and got my drill and I started cleaning up around the edges of some of them. I don't know if you guys can see, I should have zoomed in a little bit more when I was doing this, but whatever. But yeah, you can kind of see the edges of this yellow one, or no, this is the lime green. But yeah, it was just kind of like, you know, like wavy and just not, like, it just wasn't smooth. So I just went in with my drill and cleaned it up a little bit. And this went by pretty quick because the 3D sculpting gel drills down really fast, really easily. So you definitely want to be careful. But yeah, so I went in and cleaned up the shape a little bit. And then once I was done with that, it was time for me to paint in the screens. So I'm using Madam Glam's Fortune Glam and Perfect White in order to create that gray color. I'll put up a screenshot of the Among Us character. I didn't have that gray on me. All I had was like this pewter gray. So I just mixed it in with a little bit of the white so that I could get that lighter gray color. And then I was debating on painting the bones as well, but I actually like how the bones look. It's kind of like a jelly white. And I also like the fact that it glows blue in the dark. So I decided to leave the bones alone, but I had to go ahead and paint these screens because as it is now without the gray, it just wasn't giving me the Among Us vibe. So this part was extremely tedious. It took forever, and I had to go over the screens twice just to get that nice even coverage. So this took forever. I'm not gonna include this whole footage. I'm gonna speed it up some more, and then I'm gonna cut some out because it's pretty straightforward. I'm just carefully painting the screens, and that's pretty much it. I cured it for a full 60 seconds, and yeah, that was it. But I do have a coupon code for Madam Glam. I'll just go ahead and include that. If you shop on the Madam Glam website and you use my code NailholicStudio35, you'll get 35% off your entire order. Just be sure to check out under the pay-as-you-go option. And I don't have like a code for the 3D sculpting gels or anything like that because this video isn't sponsored. So yeah, I just found them on Shein and I was just trying them out and I love them. But yeah, so once I got all the screens painted, I went in with some acetone and my cleanup brush and I just wiped off the screens because, you know, it did have that sticky layer, and I wasn't ready to apply top coat on them yet because they still have to go on my nails. So for now, I just went ahead and wiped that off with some acetone so it wasn't sticky anymore. But this is how they look when they glow in the dark. And if you guys remember the pink that I was saying looked like the exact same color, they definitely glow a different color in the dark. So you can see the bright pink, and then that other color is like an orange. That's actually the other pink. I'm trying to put them next to each other. So these were the two pinks that looked exactly the same, like, but when it glows you can see that they're two different colors. So yeah, I guess that's fine. But yeah, so this is how they look when they glow in the dark. I think they look so good, and I can't wait to show you guys how my nails turned out. So if you want to see the part 2 to this video, be sure that you are subscribed and that you have your post notification bell turned on. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to upload the second part to this because I still have to go through all of that footage. I'm gonna go ahead and make this video public eventually. I don't know. I don't post my videos in real time. It's very rare that I'll ever do that. So yeah, by the time this video is public, it might be 2 more videos that I upload before I actually upload the part 2 to this. I don't know. So be sure that you are subscribed so you don't miss out. And I'll also have the link to the 3D sculpting gels in the description box down below for anyone that's interested. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.